Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the house of Gorilla Perfumes or Lush Perfumes, and it is none other than Breath of God. Being completely honest here, I bought it because of the name, Breath of God. I thought, wow, Breath of God, I'm really curious to see what their interpretation of what the Breath of God would actually smell like. And you get this fragrance. Here's the bottle. Very simple. This is actually the biggest size that it comes in. This is 1 ounce. 1 ounce basically. And the next size down is 0.3 ounces, and the next size down is 0.007. They're going to run you about $44, I believe. $44, $15, and I think it's $4 for the smallest size for a sample, or something along those lines. You can go to their official site. I'll put the link down below to check out the prices on what they actually sell on it. Now, I'll be blunt. I didn't want to actually review this one first. Why? Because I'll get to that in a bit, but I'll explain it in a bit. Now, the Perfume, or the creator, is Simon or Simone. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. It's either Simon or Simone Costanz, who's basically created most of the entire line, as well as there's another indie line of fragrances that he or she actually created. So they've had their nose and their presence around this. So with that, let's get right into the notes. For the top, actually for the notes in general, we have neroli, sandalwood, Virginia cedar, incense, Amalfi lemon, melon, rose, lang lang, vetiver, grapefruit, black pepper, and juniper. So what I get when I smell this fragrance, I can tell you right off the bat, looking at the notes, and the main reason I also bought this fragrance outside of the actual name was I saw the notes and I loved every single one of the notes in this fragrance. I actually like all of the notes. There isn't a single one here that I don't like, which is why I thought I would like this fragrance. Unfortunately, I do not like this fragrance. Why don't I like this fragrance? Something putting it together just doesn't really vibe with me. What I get when I smell this fragrance is a very smoky smell. Yes, it has incense in it, but this is almost like a heavy smoky smell. But on top of the smoke doesn't bother me. I actually like the smell of smokiness, but this has a smoky, balmy type of an aromatic type of a feel to it. Very medicinal in its sort of quality. It reminds me very much of medicine. I was scrolling around, looking around Fragrantica base notes, trying to see what people thought of it, and one comment really stuck out, and I said, yes, that's it. That's what it smells like. I tried to pinpoint my nose on it, and this smells like bandages. Let me elaborate on that. I've been injured many times playing sports. I play a lot of sports. I'm a very physical person. There are times when I've been injured, and they'll give me a bandage to like wrap around my ankle or wrap around my wrist or something like that. And the bandage is the type that sticks to itself. So you kind of wrap it around, and it kind of, sticks to itself as you wrap around, so it pulls together. That's what it actually smells like. It smells like that bandage, or at least that bandage when it's actually stuck on my skin. And that's why I kind of don't agree with this fragrance. And actually, if I spray too much of it, and when I mean too much, I mean any more than 2 sprays, I get kind of sick to my stomach when I smell it. It smells so heavily of medicine to me. But there are other people who absolutely love this scent. If you can get past it, and I fully agree with people when they say it's a love or hate fragrance, this is definitely a love or hate fragrance. You're either gonna absolutely love this one at its first smell, and it's gonna turn into something even more beautiful for you, or you're gonna absolutely hate the smell. And it's kind of what I got from people who were smelling it around. There really wasn't that many neutral-ish type of people for it. You either loved it or you either hated it, one of the two. It does get brighter in the dry down. It's a little bit more tolerable after it's been on your skin for about 4 or 5 hours, at least in my sense. But this is going to be one of those fragrances that you either love or hate. Smoky, medicine-y, balmy, just madness, very powerful. Which brings me to the next point for projection and performance. The performance on this is a rock star. Even though this is only 1 ounce, this 1 ounce is all you're going to need for a while. This is chock full with power. It's going to last you a long time. It's going to last you well over 8 hours. It's going to project. It's going to leave a nice little scent trail with just 1 spray. That's all you need. 1 spray. And if you're in the winter, maybe 2 sprays, but this is definitely a fragrance that you can wear year-round on top of that. Just in the warmer weather, be a little bit more careful. Probably you can get away with 1 spray, and that'll do it for the entire fragrance, just 1 spray. For season, again, like I said, year-round fragrance, you can pretty much use it on any time. For occasion, I actually think this works really good for a work fragrance if you're a person that works outdoors. I think it has enough power in it, and it has enough allure to it that it would work fine for those situations. If you're in a little bit more closed situations, this might not be the fragrance for you for work if you plan on wearing it to work. Hey, if you can make it work though, by all means, go ahead and try. Age group, a little bit more on the mature side, I say. If you're a mature person, go ahead and wear it. If you're not a mature person, it may not kind of match with your vibe or mix and match with you, either way. But again, age is always subjective and who it goes on. If it works on you, feel free, go ahead and wear it. Now, as for the opinions of what people thought of it, 43 people liked it, 31 people disliked it, and 26 people thought it was neutral. Now, of those people, the people who liked it really liked the fact that it was a unique fragrance. This was one thing they were really harping on. It was unique. It was nothing like they'd ever smelled before. It was smoky, is what they said. Very dark, very manly, is what they would say. For people who thought they did not like it, a lot of people said the same thing, that it smelled and reminded them of medicine. Some said it was too powerful. Those were the 2 main things of what people who didn't like it. People who thought it was neutral, pretty much the same, kind of like the middle in between there, but not enough to make them love or hate the fragrance either way. So that's pretty much what you're going to get from it. I would suggest, let's just actually just cover the rating. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a 6 out of 10. The reason I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, I think this is actually a pretty well-made fragrance. It's just not for me. It really isn't for me. It's going to last you in terms of longevity. It's got excellent performance. And if this is a smell that you like, you're going to absolutely love it on that manner. I don't find it, too crazy in each way. It's a little bit disappointing since this was one of those fragrances that I saw all the notes and thought, yes, I'm going to like this fragrance. Unfortunately not. Don't like this fragrance in it. So I do knock off points for the fact that I don't like the fragrance. Still can't get past the scent. But overall, I think still it is a well-made fragrance besides that fact. It doesn't really come out screeching to me or anything like that. Still does come off as a pretty, decent fragrance for that matter. All right? So people who should get this, if you like smoky fragrances, if you like deep, dark fragrances that are different from the mold. Trust me, this is different than most of the stuff you've probably smelled in terms of fragrances. Then you're probably going to want to get this. You're not going to want to get this, though, if you're a person that tends to like the safer fragrances. This is a little bit more on the daring side. This is a little bit on the lines of Black Afghan. I'll think, you've got to go all in to wear this fragrance, not necessarily a fragrance that you can just toss on and, just kind of be like that. But either way, that's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on it if you've tried Breath of God, and yeah, just let me know what you think about it. Thank you, have a great day, and take care of yourselves.